All right, what's up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brandman Brandon down there, Brian the Grizzly over here, and we're going to talk about Invincible, the final episode of the season. Just took 8 months to finish the season. It's a stupid break. But episode 8, I Thought You Were Stronger. I think it was the name of the title, which is a cool title or something like that. Yeah, right off the bat, what you guys think? I'm sorry if Brandman, if you want to start off.
Brutal episode in terms of the graphic violence. Which kind of goes without saying on this show. I liked kind of the character conflict that Mark Grayson went through, especially near the end.
Yeah.
Even though I thought he was being a little bit of a bitch, but I like the multiverse element, kind of jumping through multiverses or like different universes. So that was probably my favorite thing about it, and kind of definitely made me anxious for season 3, even though we're probably going to wait like 2 more years.
I hope not. I hope it better not. It better come out this year. They need to. Okay.
But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian?
It was entertaining. It was obvious for me. Marcus never played football. Go for the legs, bro. Stop going after the body. Go for the legs. All that movement, he kept on getting it with the hands and all that stuff. Stop worrying about the hands. Trip him. You never played Tekken. Those ankle
Mark's just a glutton for punishment.
But it's interesting. They brought up so many interesting things about him holding back so much, and his holding back is what got his mother and his brother really in trouble. It's always about him holding back. If he didn't hold back, there's no one that could do anything against him. Like not these regular hero, hero or villain of the month, villain of the week guy. They're not going to be able to do anything with him. No matter how strong you think you are. Yeah. So I don't understand that. And why he continues to be that guy who holds back. I don't like it. But I'm happy that it seems like Amber is probably kind of going to fade to the back a little bit. And Adam Eve, come on, you knew that her and I mean, she was gonna get with Mark. It just made sense. It always made sense. And, it's kind of like watching Saved by the Bell. You wait for your 2 favorite characters to finally get together. This is where we're going to get season 3. But once again, that makes this episode seem like all set up for season 3. So it doesn't feel very, finale-ish. But I did love when he was going through all the multiverses, seeing him Spider-Man or Spider-Boy. And then, so you're a man who dresses like a bat.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, that was awesome.
Say your name is Bat. What? And then the Walking Dead. So that I thought that was all that stuff was cool. The zombies and everything that was cool. So I mean, they had a lot of cool elements to it. It didn't feel finale-ish.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Also, I think the guy that they got for Spider-Man or Spider-Boy, whatever
the voice for the game,
the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Josh Keaton.
Josh Keaton. Yeah, so I thought that was awesome because as soon as he talked, I'm like, oh, I know that voice. So that was super, super cool. Like they got as close to Spider-Man as they could possibly get, without giving him the suit. So I thought that was super good. So I'm like, there's no way they're gonna do that. There's no way they're gonna do it. In the comic book, they do it full Spider-Man and everything. I'm like, they can't. They're just gonna skip it, right? And then I enjoyed what they did with it, with that, and then and the other stuff too, going through and seeing the T-Rexes and stuff like that talk. So that was like one thing I've been like holding back was like because like you, Brandon Davis, too in the comments were saying like. He's kind of like a bitch. He's like a glutton for punishment. And I was like trying to I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. And you're not wrong because he's like, I rather you beat me, and at the end of the day, I still win, but you beat me up. I'd rather have that than me just full on punch your face off. You know what I mean? Like, because he was always afraid of turning into his dad, because that's what his dad would do. His dad's like, oh, you're nothing. And you saw that which is what I liked, is you saw how powerful Mark is, other versions of Mark. Like, he's just walking down the line, like, chop, and I was like, damn, that's like horrible. Just like not even trying. He's not even looking. He's just walking, like, boom, flick of the wrist, your head's gone. You know what I mean? Like, so like, that's kind of the thing with, like, Mark, is that he's constantly holding back, so by holding back, he's constantly getting his ass kicked, because that's a better option for him than to become his dad, and that's why, like, I bit my tongue for so long, and I'm glad they kind of brought that up in this episode, because you're not wrong, but also it's a reason behind it, you know what I mean? So I thought that was cool, but man, when he goes out, holy shit, that was so violent. He just turns red, like, literally from blood, just turns red, which
that
was
brain juice on.
Yeah, all that brain, big brain. But yeah, I thought the episode was really interesting, because now you're pushing Mark to a place where he never wanted to go, and seeing his mom get his arm broke, I thought that was crazy, and stuff like that. You're getting him to a place where he doesn't want to go, but the mom still constantly is like, oh, you're the bad guy because my son's the good guy in this universe, like, all that stuff was just so
she was pushing him. She was pushing him so much, and I thought that was really cool, because I think she saved the day by doing that.
Yeah,
like, kind of making them go through his own mental problems and all that stuff while Mark was going through doing what he needed to do. I thought that was really smart of her. She probably, saved his brother. She saved everyone. I mean, she did it better just because of what she did. She sacrificed. And she's such, what I felt like is that she is a great woman.
Yeah.
Great mother that puts her children first always, right?
Yeah.
Even the ones that she just adopts. And then when you get to the end of the episode with Nolan.
Yeah.
I think that even rang true even harder, because you saw what she's done.
And you kind of like wonder also real quick, if you don't read the comic book, or if you did read the comic book, whatever, she is she's different than what she's in the comic book. In the comic book, when everything happens, she kind of becomes alcoholic, and they teased it. I like how they teased it a few times in the show, but she never went down that route. I think by not doing that and allowing her just to be a strong woman, makes her more badass. You know what I mean? She goes, and this is the episode that proved it. You know what I mean? Because, like, she's like, no, my son won't do this because I raised him. Like, and then at the very end, post credit scene, Nolan ends with, I miss my wife. I was like, bro, like, that's how bad she is. That's how badass she is. The dude who can live 100 lifetimes misses this one person. It's like she changed him. She made Mark better. Stuff with Oliver, we haven't seen yet,
but you see Oliver, you see how she's affecting him, and
mom.
Like, he's so, and when he was thrown and she dove after Oliver, put everything on the line, no matter what, to save him. That's a mother, man. That's a real mom right there.
Yeah. So I do think she is she's so much better in the show than in the comics. Like, I really, really enjoy her, and then Sandra Oh, voicing her just is perfect too.
She adds a lot to it.
Kenny said Nolan misses
Nolan. I was just gonna say that. Friggin' prick. Call your wife with that. Screw Nolan.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I can't wait till you guys like see so much more. I know Kenny read the comic book, so he knows what's all the relationships that happen in that we're about to get. But yeah, I really enjoyed the episode, but it did not feel like a finale. I have to agree with that. It just felt like that cherry on top kind of was missing a little bit. I don't know. That's kind of for me.
It's so one character that's got me interested, because I haven't read comics. I've only read through the second one of the series, the novel, the graphic novel. Cecil is interesting to me. I am very interested in that. Then the place that Mark was left, and then the Guardians came to save him. He saw the older Adam and Eve and the robot. Am I wrong, or was that not the same robot? That's not the same guy. Was that?
She said Rex.
Rex. It looked like Rex, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
but also,
so Rex was in the robot.
So if you remember, like how he got a body, he pretty much got a body from stealing Rex's DNA. You know what I mean? So by all means, he's physically
the same as Rex,
but mentally, it's him inside. You know what I mean? But yeah, robot clone Rex. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay.
In that universe, I don't remember the details with all that stuff. At least not with that, because I don't remember that being a thing. You know, the big thing when all that happens is what Eve tells Mark. You know,
yeah,
that's kind of like the main thing you want to focus on.
Yeah, I mean that was the Topanga Corey thing. Yeah, that was that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm trying to remember. I have to go back and it sucks I don't own the books, which I want to own them. I rented them from the library so I can read them. But I would have to go back and read to see if they go back to that dimension or universe. I don't think they do.
I have 3, 4, 5, and 6, but it's in storage, so I can't read anything. So now, as soon as I get to finally move, I will do that.
Yeah,
I want to
know. Yeah, I mean, I highly recommend it. It's really good. It's like 120 issues. You know, it's like 12 volumes in the graphic novel. So yeah,
it's only 12 graphic novel volumes. Exactly.
You can knock it out super quick. You know, I think there's some side stories, but that's not important. But yeah. Anything else before we get into the comments?
No, but I do. That's the Cecil thing. And
oh yeah.
It just seemed like he was very concerned, and I could see someone finally. Maybe Cecil has a relationship with himself too. Like he might be part of a relationship I could see in the future too. You know, because he'll be the one person, like, he doesn't have powers, but he has all the technology in the world to do a lot of stuff. So, you know, he can protect.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. You know.
I think Kenny says it good here. You know, Cecil is always very interesting because you never fully like him, but you also can't really say he's wrong.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
I mean, and dead on for who that character is. You know, yeah, like he's right, but he's just
a dick.
Yeah, I mean, not a dick, but he's just I think he's very straightforward, and it comes off dickish. You know, like I'm just gonna tell you how it is, and sometimes
you're not gonna.
That's not always the best. Yeah.